The exhibition's success brought a flood of attention. Local newspapers ran stories about the Lagos schoolboy artist, and even a segment aired on national television. Mide was stunned. People he'd never met before sent messages of encouragement, and a few even asked to commission him for personal portraits. It felt like a dream he was afraid to wake from. The school's principal announced a special assembly in his honor, and for once, Mide wasn't just another face in the crowd, he was the center of it. But amid the applause and cameras, Mide struggled with the shift. Fame, even in its small form, brought expectations. Some classmates who once ignored him now crowded around, and others whispered about him being a show-off. Still, what truly unsettled him was a formal letter he received later that week. He had been shortlisted for a prestigious art scholarship in the UK. It was everything he'd ever wanted, but it meant leaving everything and everyone behind. The scholarship letter sat on his desk like a challenge. The London Academy of Arts offered full tuition, housing, and even a monthly stipend. Mide couldn't believe his eyes. He showed the letter to his mother, who cried with joy and hugged him tighter than ever before. "God has finally answered," his mother whispered, joyful. But his heart was torn. He looked at the painting he had made of Zara, the class prefect who had slowly become his confidant, and more. "I'm proud of you, but I'll miss you," Zara said, sad and supportive, holding his hand. He felt the sting of her words deeper than he expected. This was his shot at everything he had dreamed of, but the cost might be something he hadn't prepared for. Love. Rumors about Mide's scholarship spread fast. Some students whispered he was too lucky, others that he didn't deserve it. A few even claimed his mother worked magic. Mide tried to shut it all out, focusing instead on preparing his final portfolio. But inside he was unsettled. Success had made him visible, but also vulnerable. Zara stood by him, firm and unwavering. Her calm presence helped him drown the noise, but even she couldn't protect him from everything. Their moments together were now filled with silences, soft, lingering silences that spoke of a looming goodbye. During breaks, they'd sit in the courtyard, holding hands, unsure whether to speak about the future or savor the present. The final step in the scholarship process was a virtual interview. Mide wore his best shirt, combed his hair neatly, and set up his phone on a stack of books. The call connected, and 3 foreign faces greeted him with warm smiles. He answered questions about his inspirations, his technique, and what painting meant to him. He spoke with quiet passion, describing how art gave him a voice in a noisy world. "You were amazing," Zara said, supportive. Mide smiled, but a weight lingered in his chest. The interview had gone well. Too well. He was closer than ever to leaving. The acceptance email came on a Friday afternoon. Mide sat at the back of his classroom, staring at the screen. "Congratulations," it read. He had been awarded the scholarship. He was going to London. His fingers trembled as he passed the phone to Zara. "I'm happy for you," Zara said, trying to smile. That evening, they went to the old art room. Mide brought a blank canvas and painted as Zara watched. It was a portrait of the two of them, side by side, under a fiery Lagos sunset. It was his goodbye gift, the hardest one he'd ever made. Life accelerated after the email. Visa forms, passport photos, packing lists. Mide's days became a whirlwind of preparation. His mother was ecstatic, beaming with pride to everyone in the neighborhood. "My son is going to London," she told anyone who'd listen. But for Mide, the excitement was mixed with dread. Every item he packed felt like a goodbye. His room began to look emptier, but his heart heavier. Zara came by to help fold clothes. They laughed at old shirts and shared stories, pretending like nothing was changing. But in every hug and glance they felt the weight of time running out. The school organized a farewell event for Mide, celebrating his achievement. There were speeches, songs, and even a slideshow of his paintings. His teachers praised him, and his peers clapped, some with genuine joy, others with hidden envy. Mide thanked them all, but his eyes searched only for one person. "For the days we won't share," Zara said softly, emotional, handing over a sketchbook. Inside were drawings of them, of places they loved, of their little moments. Mide felt his throat tighten. That night, as he flipped through the pages alone, he realized no award, no scholarship, could ever replace the love he was leaving behind. "I love you. Go chase your dream," Zara whispered sincerely and encouragingly. Meade nodded, unable to speak. He walked through the gate without looking back, tears clouding his vision. As the plane rose over Lagos, he gripped the sketchbook tightly. He was flying toward his future, but leaving his heart behind. London was colder, grayer, and much lonelier than Mide expected. The city was alive, but impersonal. At the academy, he was one of many talented students, no longer the standout. He missed the smells of Lagos, the sounds of his neighborhood, and most of all, Zara. Months passed. One evening, after receiving an offer to extend his studies with a major gallery sponsorship, Mide stood in front of a painting of Zara. He had everything he once dreamed of: recognition, opportunity, the chance to stay in London and thrive. But his heart longed for something else. He looked at the sketchbook again, its pages now worn from years of thumbing through. He realized that success was nothing without someone to share it with. He had to choose a life of fame or a life of meaning. And with that, he booked a flight home.